President Muhammadu Buhari has vowed to fish out and punish politicians who he observed are deliberately instigating violence in some states as a way of seeking relevance in the country's politics. He made the declaration while speaking as the special guest of honor at the closing events of the 2018 Army Day celebrations on Friday in Minguno, Borno State. According to a statement issued by Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu in Abuja, they reiterated that a solution was being found to the deadly clashes between farmers and herdsmen, and whosoever is found culpable will be brought to justice. While thanking the armed forces for keeping the country safe, President Buhari acknowledged that there were still challenges faced by the nation. Also read, Buhari recruited over 20,000 force personnel in 3 years. Minister Hay said, "This does not mean there are no challenges. There are pockets of violence in several states. Some deliberately instigated by disgruntled politicians who have lost all arguments and are desperate to cause mayhem as a way of seeking relevance. We shall fish them out and punish according to the provisions of the law." Recalling his campaign promises, the president noted, "We have worked tirelessly to ensure and preserve the dignity and sanctity of life. When I was sworn in as the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I promised that this administration would tackle the challenges of insecurity, poor economy and fight corruption. We are all witnesses to the fact that our once battered economy as a nation has exited recession and is once again vibrant. Our nation is safe again, thanks to the efforts of our security agencies. I want to use this opportunity to reassure the world, Nigerians and the families of the remaining kidnapped Chibok girls and Leo Shebu of the Dapchi school girls that this administration will not relent in our efforts to see that they are all released. I also want to reassure all Nigerians that the issue of farmers and herdsmen clashes is being tackled and all those found culpable would be brought to justice. Let me quickly remind us at this point to always be tolerant, loving and ready to give peace a chance." President Buhari insisted that no religions or cultures permitted the killing of one person by another. In his remark, Governor Kashim Shettima of Borno State said that, "We have cut the Rubicon of insurgency in the northeast. Thank God, we have come to the end of the insurgency. The suicide attack is a sign of weakness, not strength." The Minister of Defense, Brigadier General Mansur Dan Ali, RTD, commended the Army for establishing a motorcycle battalion that is enhancing quick mobility and providing security in areas of unfavorable vehicular movements, and the Air Force for setting up rapid response groups in the 6 geopolitical zones of the country. He assured that appropriate measures are being put in place to address security challenges in the nation. The armed forces are currently handling Operation Delta Safe in the South-South, Operation Safe Haven in the North-Central and Operation Awitsa to combat militant activities in the Arepo General area and other parts of the Southwest. Recently, the Nigerian Army established Operation Wellstroke to tackle insecurity in the north-central states. In his speech, the Chief of Defense Staff, General Gabriel Olunizekan, said that the military operations in the northeast were moving from engagements of a combat nature to humanitarian and civilian support services to assist the victims of the insurgency to return to their communities which they were forced to abandon. Also read, Buhari signs executive order to freeze suspicious assets. The Chief of Army Staff, General Tukur Buratai, said the choice of Minguno for the 2018 events was intended to celebrate the achievements of the Army in its combat efficiency, civil-military relations and its efforts in research, development and technological attainments. He said the Army had accomplished the President's objective of stabilizing the Northeast and other parts of the country and assured of their unwavering support and loyalty to the President and the Constitution. On arrival at the Kinisara Army Barracks in Minguno, President Buhari inspected military equipment on display by the 21 Specialized Corps of the Nigerian Army and inaugurated the first indigenous mines-resistant and ambush armored vehicles (MARAPS). Before his departure, the president also toured one of largest camps housing internally displaced persons, IDPs, in Minguno town.